In previous part of this chapter, that is transpiration, we have seen related with the types of transpiration and factors affecting. Now we will discuss the things related with the opening and closing of stomata, how opening and closing of stomata takes place. Actually, in this figure we can see the structure of stomata, where two guard cells, this one and another, these two guard cells which have kidney shape, that is shown, and the surrounding cells, they are called the subsidiary cells. These are the subsidiary cells. So see the structure of the guard cell. Here you can see that there is thick inner wall is thick and outer wall is thin outer wall. So this property of the wall of guard cell is important for opening and closing of stomata. So actually this structure we have already discussed about, but as this is the main type of transpiration, that is stomatal transpiration, stomata have plays a very important role that we have to see here, and for that once again we are going towards the structure. So guard cells, they have the chloroplast in them. So during day and during night, how they open and closes, that we will have to see. So we will focus at first on the cell wall of guard cell. Cell wall of guard cell. So I have told inner thick cell wall towards inner side, and on outer side thin cell wall. So inner thick wall of guard cell is inelastic, while outer thin wall is elastic. So whenever guard cells, they contain the chloroplast, and chloroplast during day synthesizes starch, and starch containing chloroplast, we can say they are present in the daytime in the guard cells. But this surrounding epidermal cells or subsidiary cells, they don't have starch containing chloroplast. So during daytime, when there is light, starch in the guard cells is converted into sugar. See here, starch in the guard cells during daytime gets converted into sugar, or we can say glucose, and this conversion requires inorganic phosphate and the enzyme phosphorylase. So overall we can say starch combines with phosphate, inorganic phosphate, during daytime, and in presence of enzyme phosphorylase, glucose is produced in the guard cell. Now glucose in guard cell, now here guard cells, they are having glucose during daytime. As a result of this, what happens? So osmotic pressure of guard cell increases as glucose is soluble in water. It increases osmotic pressure of guard cell. As a result, guard cells take up or draw water from the nearby subsidiary cells. So water is taken in the guard cells. Thus, this diffusion of water into guard cell makes the guard cell turgid. So turgid guard cell means guard cell swells, and thus outer wall of guard cell, as it is thin and thin and elastic, gets stretched or pulled outward, while inner cell wall of guard cell, it is non-elastic and thick-walled, and instead of stretching, it becomes concave. As a result, these two guard cells move apart from each other and stomata open during daytime. When stomata are open, water in vapor form from intercellular spaces is lost to the outer atmosphere. Now, under darkness or during night time, sugar of guard cell is converted into starch again in presence of phosphorylase enzyme. So conversion of glucose into starch takes place during night. This starch is osmotically insoluble or osmotically inactive and is insoluble in water. Therefore, osmotic pressure of guard cells decreases. As a result of what water diffuses out from guard cell into the neighboring mesophyll cells, and thus turgor pressure of guard cell decreases. Turgor pressure means the pressure developed in a cell due to osmotic diffusion of water inside the cell. So, due to outward movement of water, turgor pressure decreases, and as a result of which guard cell become flaccid. Instead of turgidity or turgid cell, guard cell becomes flaccid during night time, and due to flaccidity of guard cells, stoma either partially or completely gets closed. When stomata are closed, the water vapors from intercellular spaces is not lost into the atmosphere. Thus, sugar to starch and starch to sugar conversion, these two things, they are, as it is shown here, they are pH dependent processes and also temperature dependent process. During daytime, pH of guard cell remains 7, which favors conversion of starch into sugar. So during daytime, this thing happen, conversion of starch into the glucose or sugar. So when sugar is present in guard cell, stomata are open. But at night, during night time, carbon dioxide is released in the guard cell during respiration. Carbon dioxide is not utilized for photosynthesis during night, and due to this released carbon dioxide in guard cell, pH of guard cell becomes 5. pH of guard cell, it becomes 5 or acidic, which favors the conversion of sugar into starch, This happens during night time. Thus we can say this interconversion is dependent on pH as well as temperature. During daytime temperature is more and during night temperature is less. So like this, opening and closing mechanism of stomata, it depends on the changes in turgor pressure of guard cell, change in pH, and change in temperature even. Now we will see some of the hypotheses put forth by different scientists to explain the mechanism of opening and closing of stomata. Basically, we have seen key conversion of starch into glucose up to glucose 1 phosphate. Accordingly, how stomata open and closes, that we have seen in general mechanism. But the scientist named as Stewart, he has put forth the hypothesis named as Stewart's hypothesis, and he is of the opinion in year 1964 he put this hypothesis, and he is of the opinion that the conversion of starch only up to glucose 1 phosphate is not enough to change osmotic pressure of the guard cell. And for this purpose, he is of the opinion that glucose 1 phosphate must be further converted into glucose and inorganic phosphate for creating sufficient osmotic pressure, which is responsible for opening of stomata during daytime. Then metabolic energy in the form of ATP is also required at the time of closing of stomata, and this energy is made available from the process of respiration. Guard cells, we know, they carry enzymes like phosphorylase, phosphoglucomatase, phosphatase, and phosphorylase. These enzymes help in opening and closing of stomata. Now we will see how stomata open and closes as given by Stewart. So during opening of stomata, pH remains high. That is, during daytime, how stomata opens under high pH condition. The steps we will discuss in brief. So during day, photosynthesis take place. Due to what? Carbon dioxide is utilized, and decreased level of carbon dioxide in the mesophyll cells of leaf. Due to what? Due to decreased carbon dioxide, increase in pH of guard cell. This increase in pH of guard cell makes the conversion of starch into sugar by enzymes present. This increases osmotic pressure of guard cell. Thus, guard cells take up water by the process of endosmosis, and as a result, turgor pressure of guard cell increases and stomata open. So, some of the reactions related with the opening of stomata that Stewart has given here. So starch plus phosphate in presence of phosphorylase enzyme, glucose 1 phosphate is produced. Glucose 1 phosphate. Further it should be converted up to the glucose. This glucose 6 phosphate gets converted into glucose, Actually here starch plus phosphate in presence of this enzyme glucose 1 phosphate is produced. As its conversion up to glucose is essential, in between step glucose 1 phosphate further gets converted into glucose 6 phosphate under influence of enzyme phosphoglucometase, and glucose 6 phosphate under influence of phosphatase enzyme forms glucose and phosphate and stomata open. Now what happens during closing of stomata, that we will see. During night there is no photosynthesis, increase in the amount of carbon dioxide concentration in the mesophyll cells, which decreases the pH of guard cell, and under such situation glucose is converted into starch, which decreases osmotic pressure of guard cells, and decreased osmotic pressure leads the guard cells to lose water by the process of exosmosis. As a result, there is decrease in turgor pressure of guard cell and stomata closes during night time. So this thing requires ATP during night. How stomata closes, the reactions related with that are shown here. Glucose, by utilizing glucose gets converted into glucose 1 phosphate. Here energy is required and enzyme required is a hexokinase. Glucose 1 phosphate, here it is again gets converted back into the starch under the influence of enzyme phosphorylase, and once there is starch is insoluble in water, osmotic pressure of guard cell decreases, exosmosis takes place and stomata closes. This is how the mechanism of opening and closing of stomata is described by Stewart. So this hypothesis can be asked in the examination for 5 marks at least. Another mechanism of opening and closing of stomata is given by another scientist named as Leavitt, and the theory it is named as active potassium ion transport mechanism or active potassium pump theory.